Hello, moviegoers, and welcome to another edition of Have You Seen It? I'm your host, Denise, and this week I am going to review the movie Challengers. It just came out in theaters near you. The movie stars Zendaya, Mike Fast, I hope I'm pronouncing his last name correctly, and Josh O'Connor. They are the main characters in this movie, and they play the roles of Tashi Duncan, Art, and Patrick, respectively. Okay, so when the movie begins, you see a tennis match going on between two gentlemen. So Art and Patrick are in a tournament, and they met up, and they haven't really seen each other in quite a while. So to give you a little background of the three of them, they're all tennis players in their youth, okay? Of the three, Tashi became somewhat of a prodigy, and her tennis career really escalated quickly, and she became really good at tennis, and her career ended due to an injury. So the two gentlemen were tennis players as tweeners, and again, they continue playing up through college and beyond. So Tashi and Art are married, okay? And Tashi has entered him into this particular competition because his tennis career is kind of flatlining here. He has lost a few matches, so she's trying to get him, to regain his confidence and, help him get back to where he was. So that's what that particular competition is about. So this movie moves through timelines, okay? So that helps to give you a little bit more background about the three characters and their relationships and how they evolve and then how they kind of crumble. When the three of them meet, Art and Josh know of Tashi's celebrity, if you will. At 18 years old, they know who she is, but they have not met her. And so they see her at a tennis event. She's won the championship, and so there's a big celebration and so forth. And of course, once the two best friends lay eyes on her, they're both cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And each, of them wants, a go at trying to date her. So the three of them, meet at this particular event. They kind of start talking and, just shooting the breeze. And then they have an encounter that myself, as the viewer, thought was kind of awkward and made me uncomfortable. So I'm not going to give away what did or did not happen when the three of them, after the celebration, kind of got together and wanted to get to know each other a little bit more. But I was kind of like, okay, so y'all really going to do this? So I'm going to leave that part there. So, fast forward, again, there are different timelines. So you go back as far as 13 years, 12 years, I think 8 years, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a couple of days. That's what the timelines are looking like. So once Tashi's career ends, okay, she has been dating Patrick. But you have Art, who has been just waiting in the wings as a friend who is ready to pounce should anything happen with this relationship in college. So we see what happens when, you know, things start to crumble with the relationship between the two guys, and how the relationship between Tashi and Art as husband and wife kind of materializes, and then as Patrick kind of re-enters the scene some years later, and how the three of them kind of, you know, get back on speaking terms, if you will. And, you know, there's a lot of back and forth, a lot of blaming of who did what and why your career faltered. And are you just coaching your husband because you are trying to fulfill some need? Is your husband only still in the game because of you and to satisfy your wants and your desires, or does he really, really want out, and is he just tired of the whole thing? So basically that is the movie. So again, these timelines help to kind of put everything into perspective and allow you to see a little bit deeper into what makes all three of them tick. The ending, I guess, is left up to your interpretation. I didn't like it. The lead up to the ending is a tennis match between the two guys, and it just seems to last forever in slow motion. Okay, so, you know, when you go and watch this film, you can kind of decide for yourself, hey, I understand what they're trying to say, or hey, I'm a little confused, or I'll just make up my own reason why the movie ended the way it did. Now, with respect to the tennis that you see in the movie, the editing is really good, and Zendaya actually spoke to that on one of the late night talk shows, that she had some skill and she, you know, learned some things while she was preparing for this movie, but the editing made her really, really look good playing tennis. I thought, you know, as I'm watching, I'm like, okay, they're pretty good, the three of them, as these young up and coming tennis players. So that is my review, Challengers, starring Zendaya. Now, I will tell you that the movie was 2 hours, 11 minutes long. They could easily have cut out a good 25 minutes and took that closer to maybe 90 minutes or maybe an hour and 45, because there were times when I was like, okay, come on, can we move on and end this thing? So there you have it. All right, folks. So I'm going to jump into my Nailed It. And since we're talking about best friends and bad blood between best friends fighting over a woman, I decided to choose my Nailed It from the Best Man movie. This particular scene is the best friend beatdown that Lance, played by Morris Chestnut, gave to Harper, played by Taye Diggs, at the bachelor party. Wow, fighting over a woman, but the beatdown was epic, because Taye Diggs' character was hurting pretty bad after that beatdown. So that is my Nailed It for this week. The Best Man movie and the Lance and Harper beatdown. All right, folks. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that like button. And remember, we are available on every podcast platform in the universe. Just type in, "Have you seen it?" with Denise, and there I will be. All right, moviegoers, you know what to do. Until next week, I need you to go see a movie because I'm going to see a movie. Until next week, bye-bye.